today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for Walker last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Again, it's Walker. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Now a run with Walker. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Hand off here to Walker. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. It's out, it's loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Walker with another carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 2nd down now. Platt, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's going to go down again. Jerome Baker in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is the tight end Fant. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On the handoff, this is Walker. Taken down at the 42. The Seahawks had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And Walker once more. 53 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Walker is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
This is caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The handoff to Ford up the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Olave, 70 yards. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 24. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now it's Stafford. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Stafford on 1st down. He'll complete this one to Watson. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Stafford now to throw. Escaping the pressure. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, taking off and throw it over your head.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. Boswell's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee, and that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
So we reach halftime.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Elliott. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Back to Walker on first down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They run again with Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Second down and 8. Here's Charbonnet.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Now run by Charbonnet.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Walker now on first and 10.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Looking to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
And a little bit of a cat and mouse game. Now back to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Platt.
He's got it to the 43 here. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Christian Watson
from 6 yards away.
And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to be stopped right there at the 21.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Here's Walker.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
From the 50, it's Stafford.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford looks to throw again.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. From the red zone now, Stafford.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It fights him off. Flushed it, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Jonathan Bernard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it just outside the 40. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington.
Christian Watson
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it.
Now a throw caught by one of their linemen.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So it's a win for the Seahawks here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their 2nd-year quarterback.
Yeah, sometimes you just have those games where everything's clicking, and this was one of those days. He wound up with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. He was large and in charge all day long.
So for the Seahawks, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll just about do it for...